Hi, my name's Peter, a random kid who loves to work out. So when the UK decided to do this,
non-essential retail, indoor gyms and leisure facilities and personal care services must close.
I was definitely not happy. Not happy to the extent that I started eating badly and putting on a lot of weight. I started to work out at home as much as I can with the equipment that I have, even squatting a sofa or a chair, however you want to call it. I then went on Amazon to look for weights, but they were too expensive and I could barely find the weights that I wanted, even if I wanted to buy it. I tried eBay, it was still expensive and I couldn't find any of my weights. I even went on Gumtree to hopefully find cheaper weights, but they were still expensive. And after vigorous investigation on my bank account, I knew that if I wanted weights, I would need to find an alternative. So I started to make my own research into how to make my own weights. And when I knew how to do it, I went straight back to Amazon and ordered my own concrete. And by the way, more than 96% of the people who watch this video have not subscribed yet. So I'd appreciate it if you would subscribe. So I'm going to give you 5 seconds. So let's start with the stuff you need. It's literally raining right now. So I need to make sure I do this quick time in like 10 minutes and get out of here. So you will need, some people will use PVC, but I'm using a metal handle so that I have like a stronger grip. You will need this to cut stuff, to cut PVC. If you have a PVC pipe to cut it, I'm going to use this to cut that metal. I'm not sure what it's called, like a saw or something. Tape measure, some gloves for your hand, obviously. And measuring something to measure in it. You can use a scale, like a weighing scale, but my weighing scale ain't working, so yeah, using this at the moment. You're gonna need some lubricant, lubricant. Yeah, you're gonna need this. To be honest, you don't really need it. I've already made a couple of dumbbells without it, and it turned out decent, anyways. But this is my first time, so I want to try it. Something to mix it in. Obviously, you're flipping concrete. You're gonna need a drill machine, as you can see. A drill machine. It's a drill. I'm using a cake tin. If your mom have like an old one, just ask her if you can use it. Yeah, we're gonna throw these away, so I thought, why not utilize them? So yeah. Or normally, if you have like a celebration, you know, that celebration chocolates and all that thing. You could also use the celebration container to mold it around it as well. Or you could use like a bottle. This I'm using a 5 litre bottle. Obviously I'm gonna cut it and then I'm gonna utilize it. So without further ado, let me just show you how this is done. So that you mix your concrete. Don't add too much water initially. Just add a little bit, just a little bit of water. Don't add too much. You can either use your hands or a stick to do it. You need to remember to do is to drill the holes into your handle, and then you can put nails in there, because if you shove this straight into the concrete and it dries up, they can easily slip off. So yeah, so you drill some holes in here. So you shove in a metal. Normally you could use a nail, but since I haven't got any long nails, I'm just using a metal, something that's just like hard, something hard that's it's not gonna slip off. So make sure it's not easy to fall off. Since this is easy to fall off, I need to find something else to shove it in here. Sorry, my camera just gave up on me, so I had to switch up to my phone. And as you can see, the concrete is already setting, so that's not a good sign. So you're probably gonna see a lot more mess on the floor, but just ignore the background, lubricate it more. You can never have too much leave, you get me? Weigh how much you need, however much you need. If you want to do 10 kg dumbbell, you weigh 5 kg. Don't wait, actually you need to weigh this first so that you get more accurate. a more accurate weight. So you weigh this one first, and then you know how much concrete you want to weigh. So for it to be 10 kg, obviously it's not going to be 10 kg on the dot, but as close as you can get to 10 kg. You don't want the concrete too wet and you don't want it too hard. So you just make it so that you can just work around it. Oh, shit! Oh! Okay. This all just went to shits. Disaster. Oh. Boom, see you in a bit. So after several days later, it's all dried up. So let's just see how it turned out. Let's just remove the rubber thingy out of it. So as you can see, that's how it turned out to look like, just one side of it. And since we throwed it down one side, for this second part, I'm just gonna make it real quick. I'm not really gonna talk over it, so because you already know how to do it, you do the same thing to the other side, so it's not that hard. But just be aware to cut the same size, use the same size of everything, otherwise the symmetry is just, it's not gonna go well. So the same size, don't forget to weigh it and everything. Also, one thing to take note of is that make your second concrete, make it thicker and stronger so that it could hold the weight. Otherwise, it's just gonna keep on moving and you're not gonna get, it's just not gonna be the same level as this one. It's not gonna be in the middle because it will just keep on moving. So just make this one a little bit thicker so that as soon as you put the weight in there, it just stays. So yeah, boom, there you go. I did this in less than 15 minutes. The most important thing is getting the measurements and the weighing in check. As far as you've got that, it should not take long for you to do it. So yeah. I'll just show you the final product now. So when it's all done, it's going to look something like this. And for it to, if you want it to look aesthetically pleasing, you could choose to use a sellotape to go around the weights or the handle, however color you want, whatever you want to do, just set for it to be comfortable and look good. And also one thing to bear in mind is don't throw it around like a normal iron dumbbell, because this is concrete and it will literally break easily. So, as you can see, something like this, with sellotape, something with a handle, just for it to look aesthetically pleasing. It might not look that way, but it seems okay. It just looks alright. It looks alright. Does not look too bad. So, yeah, there you go, man. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. And yeah, appreciate you taking the time to watch, and I'll see you in a bit.